Stop ignoring your biology and keep other hoes around. Every time I lost an argument to a girl, I was emotionally manipulated successfully. Because women are basically all idiots unless it comes to the emotional realm. They all have PhDs and black belts. So how am I able to win every argument now? What's up, my guys? Today I'm training back, triceps and delts, and I'll talk about why women's threats are all empty to me. Let's get into the video, man. When I analyze all my arguments with women, right, it's always about, she wants me to do this, I want to do that, now we're at odds, right? So how does she get me, or how does she want to get me to do what she wants me to do, right? It's by making threats, right? But if you look at how males threaten you and how females threaten you, it's very different. Let's say I'm outside somewhere, meaning I get into an argument, right? What is going to be his threat? It's going to be, we're going to get in a fight, right? He's going to stab me, right? He might sue me. Like, it's going to be an actual, like a threat that's going to actually affect my life. But now, what are the female threats, right? What are women's threats? Are they also going to stab me? No. Are they going to sue? No. What are women's main threats? I'll be mad. I'll give you the silent treatment. I'll start crying. Whatever else, right? It's always emotional threats. It's never like physical threats, right? Because obviously they can't physically damage me. So they must make emotional threats. But the problem with emotional threats is that they're only working people that care, right? So let me give you an example. If you're a guy and you ever had a girl give you a silent treatment, right, and you didn't respond to it, like you just ignored her back, like you didn't say no, please, please, you just ignored her, right? What happens at the end of the day? She would text you a big ass paragraph talking about, oh my God, you don't even care about me. So this is how much I mean to you. You don't even want to fix things and get things right with us, right? That's always it. She'll break her own rule. She'll break her own silent treatment rule because it didn't work. Because she realized this guy doesn't care about me. Damn. Do you understand? So all of women's threats and angles and strategies can be broken into this. I will be upset and feel a certain way about something. And while I'm upset, you can't sleep with me. So if you want to sleep with me again, you better fix how I feel about this situation. Because if you don't fix this, you can't get this. Does that make sense? That's the only threat. That's what they want us to care about, right? But if you don't care about sleeping with her again, guess what? Now the threat is empty. Because if I don't care about sleeping with you again, baby girl, then what's gonna happen next? I'm gonna talk to other girls, and you'll still be sitting against one of the silent treatment that doesn't care about you, right? So the main thing women have to achieve in a male relationship is to get me to care. If I don't care, none of the moves work. So maybe you know a guy, you have a girlfriend. So you're like, well then I can't not care, it's my girlfriend, I love her. That's why I'm an advocate of having multiple women at all times, because women's only move is to withhold sex if you don't do as they say. That's the only move. They have no other moves, right? All the crying, be mad, all this is linked to withholding sex, right? So if you don't care about having sex with her again, then you are finally free. You have become ungovernable. Congratulations, all right? But if you do care, then now all of a sudden you're gonna have to do whatever she told you to do to fix the situation. That's how it works. So now the question is how to not care multiple women. That's the only counter. I promise you it's the only counter. If she knows she's the only player in town and you care about her a lot, then now she has leverage. And leverage gets you to do things you don't want to do because you want to make her, or you want to appease her at least. I know some guy will be, no, I care about her actually. I care, no, it's not about her body, it's about her emotional state. I care about how she feels. BS, BS, BS. Let me give you another scenario. Let's say your girl right now put the pussy on strike for 10 years. How long are you in a relationship for? Exactly. So you know deep down, the foundation of the relationship is your desire and ability to sleep with her. Once either the desire is gone or the ability is gone, the relationship ends. Because you no longer have an incentive to put up with her nonsense, right? Women know they come with a lot of nonsense, and to compensate us for the nonsense, they let us have sex with them. That's how it works, okay? So if you tell me with a straight face as a grown man, you be with your girlfriend right now, if you didn't have any access to her body, you're just bullshitting yourself. Okay, the main reason we're with them is because they have pussy and we want pussy a lot. So we do whatever we have to do to get the pussy. Does it make sense? So if you have multiple options, multiple, supplies of pussy, it's very difficult to get you to go against what you want to do because you have other options. But if she's only playing town, if it's only her, of course you're gonna listen to her. Of course you're gonna now all of a sudden feel like, she's strong on you, something you don't want to do, because what else you gonna do? Not have sex? Exactly. So the only move here is to not care. The only move here is to become emotionally unattached. That's your only play. It's the only move if you want to disarm women, right? If you don't care about this, if you want to continue to let women, run you, run the world, cool. But the only actual move is to not care, and it's easier to not care if you have other options, right? If she's the only option for you, then of course you're gonna have to care naturally. Like naturally, you're gonna have to care. But if you have other options, it becomes very difficult to care about her being upset or be mad or whatever else she got going on, because, well, while you're mad, I'm gonna talk to this girl over there and give you time to cool down. All right. So the only way to disarm women and let them stop bullying you around is to have other women, all right? Or to generally not care about fucking her. But I think not caring is easy to do if you have other options. It's very hard as a man to not care at all if you literally only access to pussy in this world, right? Of course, it's gonna be hard to say no to this, or it's gonna be hard to not listen to her because you know deep down that's the only option. But if you have other options, her threats become useless. So I always advocate every man on this world to stop ignoring your biology and keep other hoes around. Always keep the scent of other bitches on you, because it will make women behave themselves. It's very difficult to make women behave herself and act rationally and, be respectful if she knows you don't get other hoes, right? The ability to have other women makes her fall in line. If she knows for sure there's no other playing time, if she knows for sure you can get other women, you're gonna be dealing with a tyrant and she's gonna be able to get you to do whatever else she wants you to do. So I always advise anybody on this planet Earth as a man to always keep other hoes in the vicinity of you, because it's gonna make the girl you're with, even if you're in a relationship, it's gonna make her behave herself, right? That's why I said, stay in shape, don't get a gut, because once you get a gut, you get less attractive, you can pull less hoes. If you can pull less hoes, now you give her more power in the relationship to bully you around. So if you want to stay the man relationship and run the show, you must keep the ability to get other women. All right? That's what I would say, at least. All right, fellas. That's it for the video, man. Until next time. Flex up.